Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Before we get on with the video, this is a kind of like a prologue kind of thing that I shot after the video that you're about to see. Um, I just want to, clarify right now since I wasn't able to in the original video, that I will be trying to make more content on a more consistent schedule now. Um, but if I'm just gonna say this right now, I don't know if how consistent it's going to be, especially with the fact that I'm gonna be doing, um, filming a lot more stuff for Twin Trouble. We are still trying to finish the Legendary Space Pilot short film, um, which would hopefully be released relatively soon. Um, so we're still working on that. We're still working on new episodes for Twin Trouble, and I'm gonna be starting a new Let's Play with Franco soon on his channel. So a lot is going to be happening that I'm going to be involved with that's not on my channel per se. So whenever I'm just going to say this right now, whenever I post something that, because most likely now I'm going to be uploading videos now uh, that aren't movie reviews. I'm going to still try and keep those, you know, keep on coming. Um, but I'm gonna try and get some more new, kind of different kind of videos out there. So if you guys see a new kind of video on my channel, don't be scared by it. Just be glad that it's something new for the channel, and that I'm uploading something new. It may not be a movie review. It may be a ranking like this video that you're about to watch, or something completely different. But I want to just specify that right now, um, that I may not be, doing the whole not Twin Trouble, the whole movie reviews, every single, week, um, or videos in general. So, and whenever I do upload new videos, it's most likely probably going to be something kind of new and different for my channel. So I want to specify that right now before anything else. So I am going to be trying to upload more consistently in in the summer. Uh, but I will be working on other projects as well with friends of mine and stuff like that. So if you don't see any content on my channel, you can still check out other channels like my friend Dylan, also known as Dr. Element. In this video, you'll see his link in the description below to go and check out his channel, but we'll get more into that in later on in this video. I'll still be popping up there. I'm gonna still be popping up on Franco's channel. So yeah. But with that out of the way, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys when the next video comes out. So, bye guys. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another ranking video. Now, this is not going to be the traditional ranking video that I usually do on my channel. It's not going to be about a film or film franchise. It's actually about a YouTube series. So a little bit of a departure from what I usually do. And as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail, and also by the fact that it's literally almost right there, even though it's cut off, we're going to be talking about Twin Trouble every single season, from season 1 all the way up to season 10. Now, I, I'm just going to say this right now. I really couldn't do this by myself. I probably would get a lot of hate comments for, oh, why did you put this season here or that season there? You know, I needed some help. So I'm joined by two very cool friends that actually, without them, probably wouldn't have made Twin Trouble the way that it is today. We have Dr. Element, also known as Dylan, and Chad Cool19 as Chad, also known as Vanquisher Undo. Don't ask me why. He just told me to do that right before I hit the record button. We're going along with it. But anyway, why don't you say hi, you two?
What's up? Yo, what's up, you two?
So, Dylan, since you're the creator of Twin Trouble, why don't you give us a little context about what the show's about and what all three of us play in that show?
So, Twin Trouble really just started out with me just making a random video at someone's house. And then another day I was like, wait a minute, this might actually, this might actually become a series, maybe. So I just, it's about evil twins, other people coming in that are evil as well, trying to take over universes and so forth. That is the very condensed version of the summary, but I think you get the
If we go
gist.
into depth about it, there's gonna be a lot that we have to discuss, and that
Oh
would
yeah.
be way too complicated to discuss right now. But yeah, why don't you talk about some of the characters that are in this show, along with what we play in the show?
So the characters, first of all, let me start with the Guardians. The Guardians, 5 people, watch over the universe. They're very powerful. So actually, 3 out of 5 of the Guardians are played from. 3 out of 5 of the Guardians are played by my siblings, and the 2 other Guardians are played by some close friends who play other characters as well. But we'll go into that later. And yeah, for most of the series, it's pretty much just us. Although in the latest season, season 10, you get the introduction of Russell and Chad here.
Yep.
Russell, as you all should probably know by now, plays the character of Russell, the legendary space pilot, making his first audio introduction, I guess you could say, in
the first
season
episode
10,
the
episode
first
1.
Yeah,
Yes,
the first episode of season 10. And I wouldn't make a full-on appearance until the 3rd episode of that season.
correct. And Chad made his first appearance ever in season 10, episode 6.
Kiki.
Okay, sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all we could say right now. I think, without going to major spoiler territory and actually getting on with the rankings themselves. Now, before we go on, I do want to say, sorry about the images at the bottom and how I'm gonna be ranking them. They were supposed to be way longer than they actually are, but they got cut off. So when I say which season is which, you kind of have to trust me on that because that's how I made them. And for some reason, when I put them on here, they got cut off. So I'm sorry about that.
Oh, except for season 9, really.
Yeah, but for the most part, you're just gonna have to take our word on it. So why not we start off with the one that started it all, good old Two in Trouble season 1. Now, if I have to be completely honest, it's pretty shit.
It is.
Yeah.
But I can't really fault it too much because it is the beginning of the series. You can't, really blame it for all the faults that it has. But it's still shit. It's still.
Here's what I'll say about
season one.
Here's what I'll say. I had just turned 10, not even a week before I created Twin Trouble. And season 10 was really just me messing around. I didn't really picture the story that it had become today at the time. I was just making goofy videos back then. Just me fighting an evil twin that just popped up out of nowhere. So yeah, the story's not really there. It's really just me having fun uploading videos on YouTube.
Yeah, videos aren't even like 20 seconds long.
Oh yeah, most of them average around like 10 seconds.
So yeah, to be completely honest, this one is really kind of shit. But I can't really put it in F territory because it is the first season.
Yeah.
You're still trying to figure out what works for it, what doesn't work. So I have to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna put it in the D category.
I agree with D category as well.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not full on F, but it's not a good season at all. So it deserves the F spot. Or no, the D
It does
spot,
have its
sorry.
funny moments though.
Yes,
It does have its funny
Yeah.
moments.
But it's still not very good. Then we move on to season 2, which isn't really an improvement of on season 1 in my opinion.
I would say it's an improvement. Not a huge improvement,
I
but
don't
it's
really know.
definitely a little better.
Especially
I agree with Dylan.
I think the biggest thing that we compare between season 1 and season 2 is the amount of episodes. How many are in season 1? I can't really check right
20.
now. 20. Season 2 only has 3 episodes. And I'm not even kidding you.
I
about
feel
that.
like-
You can check it out for yourself. In fact, I will leave Dylan's channel in the description below, so you can go check it out. But yeah, season 2 is only 3 episodes, so it's a very short season. So there's not really that much character development that you can get out of 3 episodes. So I feel like that kind of does hinder it a lot. But what do you guys?
I
think
feel
about
like it's
season 2?
Well, Chad just said. Quality over quantity.
qualitative over yeah.
And here's what I'll say. I think even though season 2 has 3 episodes, I think the watch time is still longer than season 1 since each of those 3 episodes are over a minute. I think some of them over 2 minutes. And I know you said it wasn't a big improvement, but I think there was some improvement because the story was a little easier to follow. I mean, you can definitely see, like, okay, there's an evil triplet. We need to team up to take this guy down. In season 1, it was, I don't even know what was happening.
Good guy versus bad guy, and it's like, what's the only difference? One didn't have glasses on, and that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, season 2, it's a little bit more, easier to follow. Quantity over quality, I could see that. But in my
It's the other way around.
it's barely an improvement over season 1.
It's quality over quantity.
I honestly don't feel like it's like rifle of the C category.
I think it's a high D.
Yeah,
High
but
D,
it is still better than season 1, so I'm gonna put it in the same category as season 1. I'm gonna give it a D, but it is slightly better than season 1. Now we move on to season 3.
Look geeky.
Now we move on to season 3, which is a better improvement over the first 2 seasons. Is it still good? Probably. I can't really, make the judgment of that.
I actually think it was a pretty big improvement. There's new characters, that are introduced in season 3. So yeah, I would say it's a pretty big improvement.
Yeah, because isn't it in this season that we get introduced to some of the other Guardians? Because we
get Aiden and Antonio,
which, for some reason at this point,
and Bridget.
Yeah, and Bridget. But for some reason, Aiden and Antonio are named both Nick and Marcus, respectively.
Yes.
Now, do you mind giving me some context about that? Because I still don't get why that's even a thing.
Yeah, I'll explain. So basically, back in the day when we were all 10, they were like, "Oh, I don't want to use my real name," so we just came up with those fake names, Nick and Marcus. But later on, they're like, "Screw it, we don't care anymore."
Yeah, I think by
and so now we just call them Antonio and Aiden.
Season 9 or season 10, we got rid of those names. Now I think this season has 7 episodes? I think.
Season 3 has 10 episodes, I believe.
10.
Let me double check though.
Which I think did become like the norm pretty much for a good chunk.
11 episodes. 11 episodes for season 3.
Oh, close enough. But I think 10 was I think if that was the good majority amount of episodes that each season would have. Yeah, one season would have like maybe a few episodes shorter or a few episodes longer. Because I think season 4 only had like 7 episodes.
Yes.
Which we'll get to. But this I do feel like is a mass improvement over season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's still like I don't think it's that easy to go back and rewatch.
Well, the thing with season 3, it wasn't too long after I recorded season 2. It was, I'm not sure how long it was, but it wasn't that long. But I definitely had a more interesting story in season 3, along with the longer amount of episodes to tell that story, meaning, more details could be shown, stuff like that, more characters introduced, etc.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is it by this
so
point
honestly,
that you're thinking of like the overall story, or are you still thinking about like it's like
yeah,
yes. At this point, yes, I was thinking maybe I should expand on this story.
So yeah, season 3 is definitely an improvement over the first 2 seasons, but not
C tier.
Not a vast improvement. So yeah, I will put it in the C category.
High C tier for now.
Yeah, I feel like it's a high C. It's just such a big improvement.
Now we move on to season 4. Now, this one I feel like that again, another major improvement over the last few seasons, or the first few seasons. And I think that this one I think I could be completely wrong about this. I think this one you went around like you went around a lot more like places. You went a lot more like outside because if you look back on the you look back on the first 3 seasons, it's mostly indoors.
Actually, season 3 has a lot of outdoor scenes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But I feel like the season 4 is like where you like really start to see it like, with different actual like locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that does help because there's.
It does. Yeah. Scenery, new scenery.
There's only so far where you can stick to let's film inside my house as the only set location. You have to kind of, at some point, you have to realize that you have to expand a bit. And I feel like that, yeah, this is a very, that does help with this season. That, there's a lot more scenery, a lot more, it gives season 4 more of an aesthetic look than the other 3.
That's true.
And I think by this point you are starting to kind of improve in terms of filming. Not by much though, because in season 1 and 2, it's all I think it was like honestly shot mostly in vertical cam, which I still don't get why. You did it.
Actually, that was really just season 2 was not vertical cam.
Oh, it wasn't?
At least for the most part. I think maybe videos where it was vertical, but season 4 and on was no vertical at all.
Oh really? Yeah. I remember
Yes.
season 4 and onwards. You went for like the standard 16:9, which does
Correct.
help a lot.
Yes.
The shaky cam is still very apparent,
I mean, yeah, I was very young at the time.
and I don't even think.
I mean,
I don't
here-
even think you had a tripod back then.
Still don't.
Here,
Anyways,
here's like my take on season 4. Basically, I really like there's like I think there's cleaner editing. I think there's a lot more editing. I also think that obviously the scenery has changed. What else that I really liked was also sure there's shaky cam, but like I feel like the movement of camera has been like a lot more better. This is just not all around. It's there's more precise like angles to record. So that's just my take on it.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, season 4 is another step above the previous few seasons, but I don't know if I would put it above season 3. I think it's still in C category, but I think it's slightly
I think-
under season 3.
I'd actually
Yeah.
put it higher than season 3.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. I'd put it higher than season 3.
I kind of agree with Dylan. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
do.
in the C category, slightly above season 3.
I'd say it's just about not B tier. Like it's on the edge.
Now
This is just a really high. Okay.
Okay, now we move on to season 5. It's late right now. I think it's almost 10 right now for us right now.
It's 11 almost.
Jesus. So yeah, we're very tired, and
I'm not tired.
I kind of am. So yeah. So season 5. I think for like the next couple seasons, this is like kind of like where it sort of like becomes like stagnant a bit, at least to where like it doesn't feel like there's any major improvements for a while. I think
It's just filler.
But I wouldn't say filler either.
I feel like.
I think it's.
I
really
mean,
up until,
like, there's
season
some good
8, I
scenes.
would say is when like it starts like increasing the quality again.
Season 5 does have a little bit of filler in it. Not Jurassic filler, like the filler that does take place. It will at least have a small impact on the story, if not a decently large impact. Like it will still have something to do with the overall story. Just some of it seems a little okay. Is this really necessary? You know?
What is introduced? I'm trying to remember what is introduced new into the season. Oh, wait, wasn't I'm trying to remember which season brought in the Star Balls concept.
That was season 3.
That was season 3, and then didn't you guys bring
Yes.
it back for season 4, or was it this season?
Yes, season 4 and season 3 both involved the Star Balls.
Okay,
But with season 5,
I will fully
new
admit that
aspect-
is a kind of a complaint that I do have with season 4 is that like I'm just saying that it is kind of a complaint that I do have with season 4 is that like it's not even a season, it's like barely a season later and you're already reusing concepts, and it's just like, okay, try to come up with something new.
although the thing with season 4 is it did have the season 4 movie at the end, which was a 13-minute short film,
Yeah.
which introduced the quadruped enemy. But let's not talk about season 4 because we're on season 5 right now.
Yeah.
So season 5 introduced the major theme of time, and
Yeah.
basically the main characters Dylan and Justin are stuck in a dimension of time by the enemies, and they're forced to fight this new enemy called Twinbot, which turns out to be Justin from 5 years in the future.
This is when, yeah, it really starts getting. That's when Dylan starts really kind of introducing the concept of future selves of the main characters that are evil.
Yes, there's the 5 years in the future version of each character is just an evil version because something terrible happened in the future.
Oh yeah, I was
And
actually
also-
gonna ask, like, was there ever actually like an explanation for that? Or
There was very little explanation from Justin in the season 5 finale, but I was thinking several years back of making a prequel to Twin Trouble that went on the topic of the 5 years future timeline. But at this point, it's pretty much scrapped because I've grown too old.
and at this point you really just don't give a shit.
Well, it's not that. It's just, there's so much more stuff going on in life now that I'm not 10.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I'm about to be a junior. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's going to be much time to make a Twin Trouble prequel series.
I agree.
But basically, 5 years in the
Especially with
future,
the fact that,
evil people.
our voices are getting way deeper compared to how they were
Well,
back
that's
then.
not really the biggest
No,
concern.
I know, but it's gonna be like a major continuity issue. But
I mean, not really. If you think about it, we're 5 years in the future. But anyways,
True.
season 5, new enemies being introduced. You could see, okay, there might be more coming in the future. Really, this is where the idea of the Dark Order really starts to take place, I think.
yeah,
And you can see more enemies are coming, and they're working with the Triplet. Twinbot, aka Future Justin, was working with the Triplet. So you could see, they're not just their own thing. They're working together. What do you have to say, Chad?
I mean, I actually really liked, season 5. I mean, it's a really good season. It's just, just some failure in that. And, everything, honestly, that's, where, the antagonist, really becomes a problem for, the main character. Yeah, and I do agree that, this is where the Dark Order starts. And that's what I really like about season 5.
hmm
It's kind of pushing P.
yeah, because I think it wasn't this the season that we get introduced to the Grand Guardian.
No, that would be next season.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the Grand Guardian has been talked about this season, I believe, or season 4 even.
All right.
So yeah, it was hinted. So honestly, I would put season 5 in B tier.
B tier.
Yes.
Yeah, same. I would definitely put it in B
All
tier.
right, so yeah, season 5 goes in the B category.
You know, coincidentally enough, each season is better than the last.
Pretty
you can
much,
see.
yeah. So far. Now we move on to season 6, which, as Dylan said, we finally get introduced to the Grand Guardian, who, I think even up till this point, most recently in the current, most current episodes, we never have seen his face. It's always been in the shadows, and I think even a couple seasons later, it reveals that he has a tinfoil mask.
Yeah.
So we never. I think he's honestly the only character in Twin Trouble history that we've never seen the actual appearance of, facial wise.
That's correct.
And I feel like that honestly. I think this is the season where I think it has the most reliance on let's go and train so that we can become more powerful. I think that starts to become a way big thing in this season, because I could be totally wrong about that, but it's still just oh god, can you just let's think of something better, let's move the story along instead of just thinking, oh, let's go and train so that we can become more stronger. And also at this point we get over the course of the series we get introduced to new forms, I would say, yeah. The Super Twin 2, I think Super Twin.
Well, those
3.
were way back in season 1, but
Yeah.
in season 6, you get introduced really more to the form of Time Rage, which is a form used in season 5 by Justin for the first time in the finale, but this is where Dylan starts to learn it. Although, not talking about forms anymore, though, season 6 was riddled with filler episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. That was the most filler season of all time. The episodes are funny, but it doesn't really add anything to the story, except for the last episode and really the first and second episode, which introduces the...
Yeah, so, a lot more filler than I think this is honestly the most amount of filler that we have in any season up until this point. And I feel like that, this really starts to kind of again, like I said earlier, kind of stagnate a bit in terms of quality.
My microphone just cut out.
Did it actually? Shit.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
Basically talking about like the amount of filler that's in the
Yes.
season.
Okay, let me see what I was saying. So yes, there's a ton of filler in season 6, and really the only episodes that have any significance are episodes 1, 2, and the final episode, which I believe was episode 10. So basically, the first 2 episodes introduced the home planet of all the strong characters, like Dylan, Justin, all of them, and the last episode introduced Glitch.
Oh yeah, and Glitch does get introduced this season. Okay. I thought
And
it
that's
was,
really the main significance of season 6, really.
I thought it was next season, but yeah.
It's funny. The season 6 is funny. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
Like, you won't be bored watching it, but it doesn't really add much to the story.
Yeah. So I think that either I feel like this is behind season 5 in the B category, or possibly down to the C category.
I would put it as high C.
Yeah, I'll put it as like a high C too.
So now we move on to season 7, which has 7 episodes, ironically. And again, I feel like that this is kind of, you know, mixed on quality a bit, I would say. Kind of, again, a lot of filler. So I feel like that the only real episodes, in my opinion at least, that are really kind of necessary are the first episode and, like the last one, I think.
For season 7, you said?
Like the season 7 movie part 2, or in part 1, I guess, as well. So what do you guys think
Well,
about
let's see
season
here.
7?
Well, season 7, most of it just is a showcase of Glitch's power.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It really just shows how strong Glitch is, and like even to Justin, like this guy's a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that's really what the season's all about.
Yeah, season 7, in my opinion, it was like so pushing P, bro. Like, you know, Glitch, like he was like unstoppable.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, I really like how they showed Glitch. I really like how they introduced Glitch in the season. And honestly, Glitch is probably like, one of my favorite, you know, characters in Twin Trouble. So, like, you know, also honestly in season 7, I really loved the last episode. It's where, you know, there's also like a lot of more character that were introduced in season 7, or just on the last episode, and it was a really cool scene. You know, I really liked that.
Yeah, I think that I would definitely say the season 7 movie part 2, I would say, would be a top 10 episode for me, just with the fact of the amount of people that you managed to gather for that one episode.
Yes.
I think even up until this point, it's the most amount of people that we've had for one episode. Because I think you had, what was it? It was yourself, Aiden, Antonio, Ryan, Levi, I think Nolan,
Justin.
Bridget, Justin, and Franco.
Yes.
So that was like what, 8, 9?
It was a lot of people. It was a lot. I was to keep track. But
yeah,
that
I
episode.
think that is a record for the amount of people that have been in one Twin Trouble episode.
Yeah. All in the same place.
Mhm.
That was a fun one to record, honestly. It was all of us just taking down the future evil Justin
And Dylan.
and the evil triplet.
Oh yeah, and the triplet.
And yeah, it was just a fun episode to record overall.
So I think season 7 is, like, again, kind of like season 6. There are like a couple good episodes, but mostly it's just filler. So I think it's
Not filler per se. I would put it low B tier because
I was about to say, bro.
It shows off the power of this new villain to show, like, this guy's no joke.
He means business.
Like yeah, because Glitch will play a huge role later in season 10. You'll see.
Yeah.
Spoilers now, but you'll play a big role later on in the next episodes.
So now we move on to season 8, which is another kind of Glitch-focused season.
Yes, the main villain is still Glitch. Glitch has lasted. He's introduced in season 6, still in season 8, hasn't been taken down yet.
So, I think season 8 has, I think 10 episodes again?
Season 8 has
7.
7. So season 8 does have filler, but not as much as season 6. Season 8 is all about the villains taking out the good guys one by one, capturing them, and you could see that they're finally captured in episode 6 of season 8. They're being interrogated by the Grand Guardian and his minions. You know, you got Future Justin, Derek the Evil Triplet, Glitch, and Twinbot was a separate character for some reason from Future Justin. That was a continuity error on my end, and then we later fixed it by fusing them together.
Yeah, because isn't that what that happened in the season 8 movie?
Yes.
Which
Well,
was
it actually happened on the first episode
a whole
of
episode
season
later.
9. No, it happened on the first episode of season 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Um,
But season 8, it did have some filler, but the overall story was there. You could see the villains finally captured these good guys. They're about to kill him. Justin comes in to save them, and then that leads to the big fight with Glitch, where he is finally defeated.
Yeah.
Or is he?
or is he? So, I think I would honestly kind of put this either high B or maybe possibly in the A category.
I would stay with
I would say
high
like
B.
High B?
I'll put it actually. Yeah, I'll put a high B.
Alright. I think I can possibly... Yeah, I can. So, yeah, high B. Now we move on to season 9.
Season 9.
I'll just say this right now. It has one of the best episodes and one of the worst episodes in Twin Trouble history.
Yes. The worst episode in Twin Trouble history is season 9, episode 4.
Okay, I was gonna say we'll get to that.
Oh no, I can't do it now, dude. I just gotta warn them.
So yeah, a total of I guess technically 10 episodes, even though one is a two-parter. I for some reason it's the last episode. So yeah, technically 10 episodes. I would say honestly most of the season is pretty good, except for season 9 episode 4, which is no joke. Aiden and Antonio riding around on skateboards throughout a neighborhood. That is 90% of the episode.
Yeah.
And it is some of the most boring ass content you will ever see.
It is. It is.
It is boring as shit. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. I only watched it 3 times in my life when the episode first came out, and then 2 times when we had to go and rewatch the entire season or all the series. And I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
So there was a 3-month gap in between episode 3 and 4, and coming back to episode 4 after 3 months was not a great thing to come back to. Let me just say. But I made up for it with the next 2 episodes, which were great.
Yeah.
Introduced officially the Dark Order.
Especially episode 6. That I would absolutely put in my top 5 favorites.
That one showed future evil Aiden, who had become the commander of the Dark Order.
And that was technically also the last hurrah for Franco's character as well.
Yes, Franco has not made an appearance since.
But maybe he might appear. I don't know. We'll figure that
He
out
might
at some point.
appear in the future. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, he might.
But I think overall, season 9 was a pretty good season. I think I would honestly still put it in the B category, maybe A.
I would put it in A.
I'll put it in A.
I would say I would put it in A.
I would love that
honestly,
one episode.
I'll be completely honest. Episode 4 does kind of degrade the whole season as a whole.
It does suck, but there are 10 other episodes technically that make up for episode 4, in my opinion.
Right.
So I would put it in A.
Alright. And now we move on to the 10th and final season of Twin Trouble. And
Incomplete, by the way. It is an incomplete season.
At this time, which is June 13th of 2022, it is currently unfinished right now. I think we have a total of
8.
Yeah, 8 episodes up on
It's gonna be the
YouTube
longest
right now.
season.
And
Maybe not.
We have another 2 that we're about to record in a few weeks.
Yes.
But yeah, this, like Dylan said, is going to be the longest season ever. I think you said up until, 20, 30 episodes?
Not 30, maybe around 20. It might be the same length as season 1. But here's what I'll say. We have the next 3 episodes planned out completely, pretty much.
Oh, 3? I thought we only had the next 2 planned out.
I haven't told you guys about the 3rd episode planned out, which
Oh, shit.
will stay secret.
Oh, fuck.
Wakiki.
Alright. But I'll say this right now, best season, without a doubt.
I would
so
agree.
far.
Yeah.
I will put that shit gladly.
S tier already, and we haven't even got into it really.
Yeah. So, right off the bat, the quality is 10 times better. The story, I honestly think, is the best that it could ever be in the Twin Trouble season. And we have a lot more character development, and that's when me and Jack get introduced. So that's a extra point right there.
So,
But yeah, you go on about the season since it is your show, and I feel like I think this honestly might have the most to actually talk about during this,
Yes.
this initial ranking. Well, obviously we're gonna go back and do a final ranking of all the seasons, from the bottom all the way to the top, and go over our what points we thought were good, were bad, whatever. But
Yes.
why don't you talk about from the beginning of season 10 and how we got to where we're currently on now with what season 10 episode 8.
Yes, that was the most recent one. So season 10 takes place, well, not necessarily story-wise, but the first episode of season 10, I believe, takes place over a year after the last episode of season 9 was recorded.
I can check that right now, but you can keep on going.
But it starts off with Glitch obtaining the ability. Well, actually, at the end of season 9, Glitch obtained an ability called the Future Sight, which allows you to foresee an opponent's attack before it happens, as said many times throughout the series. And he uses that to defeat Mason, one of the powerful Guardians, and he took him under capture, and he's still captured currently in the series as of episode 8.
Okay, real quick. So the last episode of season 9 was uploaded August 7th of 2021, and the first episode of season 10 was uploaded April 12th of 2021. So that is a...
Wait, what? You mean August 7th, 2020?
Yeah, August, yeah.
That wouldn't make sense for a season 9 episode to come before season 10.
I kind of...
I mean, after season 10.
I fucked up on that. Basically,
I had a
about
mess
what,
up.
like a 7-8 month gap between...
Yeah, but it wasn't a year, but it was several months.
It was fairly close, but still.
Yeah.
And even then, you can tell by the quality of the episodes between that...
Yeah, please do, bro.
And now, it's great. But go on.
By the way, season 9 started filming in 2018 summer and did not end until the summer of 2020. So that's 2 years it took to do one season. But anyways, season 10, Mason's captured. He's still captured now by the Dark Order. We have the introduction of Russell, the legendary space pilot, who has helped out the Allies, the good guys, take out the Dark Order, helping fights, and is now training some new space pilots. Once again, that's a very, very condensed summary of season 10 so far. And with season 10, the reason there are so many episodes is because, one, we want to end off the series with a bang.
Yep.
And two, I want to close any plot holes
And loose ties with
that
any
need
all
to be
the previous
discussed.
seasons. We
Yes,
want
I
this
wanna-
to be the definitive and most satisfying conclusion that we can make it. And
Yes.
so far, I think we are certainly living up to that name.
And we're having fun with it.
Yes.
We're going off script so
Yeah,
much, and it's made us so
definitely.
much better. New ideas are made in the moment as we record videos.
In fact, I won't say which episode it is, but maybe one of these next few episodes is going to be almost entirely ad-libbed. So you'll see us,
Yes.
maybe going a little bit out of character, but we'll see about that. But
But that's what makes the series so great.
um,
The fact
I
that
agree.
everyone gets to have their own input and say their own things.
Yeah. I think we should also mention this because I think by the time definitely by the time that this video comes out, one of the segments I'm about to talk about has already been out. So they will probably know, kind of like a bit about what I'm talking about. But we are having a little bit more musical motifs, I'll say. Before we've obviously had, I think season 5 or 6 I'm trying to remember which one it was the first season to have an intro.
Season 4.
Oh yeah, it was season 4, which had this really kind of weird I think for the first episode, like I think it was episode 4, you first did an intro. It's kind of like a techno-y, kind of like.
Well, no, that was season 3 actually, late season 3, and then season 4 had a regular intro, and then season 5 and 6 had the intros you know today, or season 6.
And I think that the intro that you heard in I think late season 3 and basically the majority of season 4 is the most iconic and honestly best theme that we could possibly get out of Twin Trouble.
Well, I believe that was season 6. I think has the music you hear now.
And I think wasn't it in season 7 that we changed it?
Season 5 or 6. Season 7, I believe. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, we've had a lot of different themes for it. Now we currently have what we heard, what you guys heard in, back in season 3 and 4, like the first ever intro that we've heard, which is honestly the best. And besides that, we've had a little bit more, actual like music in the episodes, and
Yes.
by music I mean actual sung songs by a certain person that I will not disclose right now.
I will.
I mean, you can go ahead and say it.
The person that we have chosen to sing these songs, and these are songs you guys have heard. We have "Eye of the Tiger," and we have another song coming up that might not be as well known, but
It will be coming up in, I would say, the next 2 episodes. I think the second episode where we will be releasing, or that don't will be releasing, will have this song. But you can go on. Okay, so I'm guessing his mic cut out.
we're disconnected once again. so where did I leave off? Where did I leave off?
You were saying about how like we had "Eye of the Tiger" and then another song that will be coming out in a few episodes.
Yes, actually, yeah. So the person who's at the Tiger, didn't already say it, is who also sings in the next song that will be coming out in season 10, episode 10.
So yeah, I am not only, I'm technically a critic. I am also an actor. I'm also a singer now, technically.
Oh yeah.
I will fully admit it's not the best, but you work what you have to work with, and I think for the episode it works fine, but it's not the best.
Rising up, back on the street. In my time, I can't
I think you realize that this could possibly get my channel a copyright claim, right?
Don't worry, Russell. On
Russell.
Beat the Trexters, it's 18 seconds of that did not get copyright, and I just played like 5 seconds, so I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Then how
You're
come
okay,
the
don't worry about it.
episode
Look
got
at
a
key.
copyright claim like not even like an hour after the episode came out?
No, because that was a full minute of the song.
Yeah. Lagiki.
On this one, I just played 5 seconds. On Meet the Trexters, is like 18 seconds. I did not get a copyright claim, so you're okay. Don't worry.
Jacob Smigla.
Better fucking hope. But yeah, so.
And he'll be singing. I'm not gonna play the one you just recorded today, but it's a real banger.
I think I think we recorded that at like. I think I recorded that at like what, 8, 7ish, so like 4 or 5 hours ago.
Yes.
So.
Well, I'm not sure why 8 o'clock would be 4 or 5 hours ago when it's 11, but I know what you mean.
So.
That's with you.
God damn it.
We went really off track with season 10,
Yeah.
but
Point being is
also
that it's honestly probably the best season that we could possibly make right now, and we are still
Yes.
making more content for it.
it's only gonna get better
Yeah.
from here.
So I say, unless you guys want to say anything else about season 10 right now, I think we should go over a final loop around of all the seasons in the order that we put them in, and say any final thoughts about it, about each season.
Well, I'll have Chad go first, and then there's a couple things I want to mention before we talk about the final overview.
All right. So this is about season 10, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, season 10, in my opinion, yeah, it's definitely the best season. There's a lot of, there's definitely better camera quality. There's more to story. What I really liked about season 10 is that, we kind of like improvised on a lot of stuff, and that's what I like. It expresses more creativity that way. And in season 10, like, we're still making, new episodes every day, but like the really thing I like season 10 is about, doing it as a group and like, working it as a team. So yeah.
All right, good
I
stuff.
agree.
Good stuff. All right,
Completely.
so
Lucky.
Joe, you want to mention anything else before we go on?
Yes. So as you heard before, we have some future episodes planned out already. Expect episodes 9 and 10 of season 10 to come out most likely on the same day. Actually, it should be late June, like 25th, 26th, around there. And the episode after that, season 10, episode 11, expect that probably early to mid-July, most likely early July.
Yeah.
And two more things I want to discuss. One, we have a prequel movie that discusses the origins of Russell. It's called The Legendary Space Pilot. It is nearly complete with filming.
I think we have like what 3 more scenes to film.
3 more acts, I would say.
And then
I want to say scenes because some of these things we need to record will be several minutes. The movie will be around 20 minutes, if not more.
So yeah,
as an estimate.
up until this point, this will be the longest 24 content that will ever be released.
Yes. So expect that to come in the very near future. In fact, it would probably come out very early July, like I'm talking about before the 4th of July, maybe even very late June.
Right.
So stay tuned for that. And also, just to let you guys know for the future, there will be a season 10 movie to end off the series. I want to make it really long, probably around 40 minutes.
So this will be
Maybe longer.
Figaro.
like I
Exactly,
said,
Chad.
we are gonna be ending this on a bang. We're trying to make it the best that we can, and you have
Yes.
to end it on a very satisfying conclusion. Tie up any loose threads that have been made up in the previous few seasons, and tie all of this together in a nice, well wrapped package.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. But there will be a new character introduced in the next episode who will play a pretty big role in the Dark Order. It's a villain. I'll say that. That's all I'll say. And I have created 2 drafts of the season 10 movie over a year ago, both scrapped because that was before Russell was even introduced as a character. And now I'm grateful to have so many more characters introduced. We got Russell, Chad, Levi, and Vignesh. We got more coming.
We got Nate.
And yes, it's gonna be more characters will make the movie much more interesting.
So I say, I think we're about to hit, 45 minutes. So I say let's do one more loop around of all the seasons where they currently are. So if we want to change anything, change the ranking, and then we'll say, maybe some of our favorite moments from each season, and we'll go on from there. So let's start off with the D category with last place being season 1. I don't think we're gonna change this. It kind of
Season 1.
Yeah. I don't think we're probably gonna change it.
Yeah, it gives me like closed on Sundays vibes,
Okay.
For my Kanye viewers out there.
Okay. But yeah,
Well,
no,
it was funny. It was just cringy videos I made when I was younger. That's all
It
I
was
need
pretty
to know.
goofy.
Yeah.
Green.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, season 2. I recorded 80% of that in my grandmother's bathroom. And I wish I was joking.
Oh shit! I did not expect that, man.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna move season 2 either.
Season 2, it was funny though.
It's
it was
And
funny.
it introduced somewhat of a story that could be followed.
it it just didn't have a lot of time to kind of introduce it. Season. Now we're gonna go into the C category. Now we're gonna go into season 3. Are we gonna
Better
move
story. More interesting story.
I
would.
not really.
What's the
I
season
don't think I
before?
would.
Season 4 is the one above it.
it? Yeah, season 4 and then season 6.
I keep everything in C tier.
Yeah, I like my little piggies out.
Okay, what the hell?
Just let him say what he needs to say, Russell. Anyways. Alright, yeah. Season 3, interesting concepts introduced, new characters. It was a pretty decent season. It was solid.
Yeah.
I would keep it where it is. Nothing too crazy.
Season 4, yeah, I would keep it there where it is.
Nothing too crazy either.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely a solid season, though. And it had the first Twin Trouble movie.
Season 6, I think also, again, we're gonna keep it there where it is.
Filler, but had funny moments indeed. And there were some major plot points in there, such as Glitch's arrival and the backstory of the home planet.
Mm-hmm.
Another solid overall season.
There's a skunk outside my window.
Okay, what?
Sorry, what were we talking about?
Season 3.
Oh my god, that's what.
Alright. You're moving on to B tier.
B tier. So now we got. So the ranking for this is
Season 7, right?
Season 7, season 5, and then season 8.
Season 7 showcased the power of Glitch and how he's not just some pushover. Like, he is someone who will kick your ass.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite moments still from entirety of Twin Trouble is from the season is when I think, or actually no, I don't know. I know it's in one of the mid seasons when it's Dylan. He gets knocked out and he wakes up and then he's like, "Where am I?" And then all of a sudden you hear Justin go like, "It's me, Justin," and it's like, you just
Yeah.
back and forth, and all of a sudden
Yeah,
he's
we were in
like,
some, like, spirit realm or something, I think. I don't even know for sure.
Yeah, he's like, "It's a dream," and all of a sudden there's this one part where you ask him
What's
something.
going on here?
Yeah, it's that where you ask him something. He's like, no, he didn't, and you just look down at the camera like, what is going on here? like
Yeah. It was funny, dude.
Oh,
Season 7 had some laughs.
It's pushing Pete. It's like
yeah,
the goat.
Very solid season, had some laughs. Season 5 now.
Yeah.
Season 5 also has laughs. Especially the finale.
Yeah.
Where Justin
Oh,
accidentally
no.
hurt himself, and he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, when he falls back in that really awkward position, you just go, ow.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And then you just hear me laughing. I didn't even cut it out. I didn't even cut it out, dude. I just thought I'd keep in my laugh.
Even though it legit just sounds like Bridget was in the room.
I know. I was a very prepubescent at the time.
Absolutely. But no, I think season 5 should stay where it is.
Solid. Good story. Time Vault. The Time Vault will be coming back.
Oh, really?
Yes. I shouldn't have said that, but I did.
Screwed. Season 8. Should we move it? Or no?
Season 8, I would keep it where it is.
I'll keep it where it is. You know, it's kind of
Had
giving.
an interesting plot, taking down the allies, I keep calling them allies. Allies could be on any side. Keep taking down the good guys one by one, interrogating them, and then the final showdown with Glitch. Another solid one. Had some filler,
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah, I had a
but
little bit too much filler, but I feel like that, yeah.
actually, it didn't have that much filler, but it didn't have a very little amount of filler either. It was solid again. Once again, all these seasons are pretty much just solid.
Season 9.
Season 9 was great, except for episode 4.
It was good, yeah, except for season 4, which really just made me feel like
Episode 4.
that,
Not season
Yeah, it's like, you know, giving Touch the Sky.
It really seemed
Dude,
like
on Apex it is.
episode 4 was gonna be, what killed Twin Trouble and what canceled it after.
It's like MF Doom.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
With that. Dude, on Fortnite it is.
See,
It's kinda
my
giving me,
audience
like,
is
you know,
not gonna
MF
get
Doom
any of
vibes.
those fucking jokes because they don't even know what goes on in the Xbox parties. So.
Anyways,
Hey, Chet, if you're
yeah,
watching this, MF Doom.
Oh my god.
honestly though.
Okay.
Anyways, no,
Alright.
great episodes.
Pretty
Except
good.
for
I
episode
love it.
4.
Except for episode 4, which
Introduction to Dark Order, great.
is stupid. Which episode we're going to die.
Ed Sheeran.
Anyways,
season 10,
season 10.
deserves the lonely S tier by itself it's the perfect season so far. Honestly, no faults I could really see with it. Great story, great camera work, great acting overall, and it just
I don't think there's any filler either so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
It just keeps on building up the story up until its ultimate finale, and I think it's gonna be a great season, and I think
Just
the
like
best season.
The Astro World concert.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
So yeah.
Hey, honestly, I give it like 100 out of 100 queefs. Like, it's so fucking good, dude.
Okay. Anyway,
and I'm
guys.
talking about the Fortnite concert, by the way,
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, guys.
not the tragic. Rest in peace.
That's gonna be
Sincerely.
it for this ranking
All
video.
caps spells the man's name.
Oh my god.
It's getting late.
Yeah, it's like almost 12
All
right
caps
now.
spell the man's name.
11:30 at night. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Mad villainy.
Shut up.
Leave down in the comments. What is your favorite season and why?
Yeah. If you guys want to know what I use to make this tier list, it's called Tier Maker. It's honestly a pretty popular tier list, website to go and use. I may go and
It's what
honestly
YouTubers use when they have no other ideas.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I might go and use this in the future as well, so stay tuned for that. Go and check out Dylan's channel in the description below. Go and check out all
Dr. Element.
At Dr. Element. Check out all of his Twin Trouble stuff. Go and check out all of his other content. Piano remixes. Fortnite content.
God.
Geometry Dash content.
Don't check that out. Don't check that out. Don't check that out.
Check out the Goku animation, bro. It's fire.
No, I privated those.
Damn it.
I privated so many videos that I just found unbearably cringe. I did not delete them, just in case I wanted to look back. But I privated
yeah,
them.
look
I
back,
privated dozens of videos.
I think
I said over 200 on my channel, and now there's like 170.
I don't even think I privated anything on my channel. I think I've unlisted stuff.
Hi, my name is Quandale Tinker.
Anyways,
guys.
see you guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed
All
this video.
caps spell the
and
man's
stay
name.
tuned for the next video whenever that comes out.
Follow me at Chad Average 19.
Damn it! And now you're plugging your fucking social media.
I'll see you
Son
guys.
of a bull- See you guys later. Bye.
All right, all caps spell the man's name.